Hello everyone, my name is Nishant Bhardwaj. Thank you so much for our lovely introduction. It gives me a pleasure to be amongst people who are the future of the country. While this is not the same suit in which I run my 42 kilometers marathons in suits, but today I'm discussing a very different topic. Would have loved to talk about Ironmans and marathons, but let's talk about AI first. So, is this visible to you at the back? Anything is visible, otherwise we'll just go through the stories if this is not visible. Alright. कितना भी AI कर लो, human intervention रहता ही है हमेशा. Alright, so they say that AI is going to take away all the jobs, right? Everyone is scaring us that tomorrow basic jobs like data interpreters, entry-level jobs, everyone's jobs are going to go away. But let me tell you one thing, that my AI that I'm creating is going to create 50,000 new jobs in the next 3 years, and I'm very sure millions like me who are creating AI native technologies will create millions of new jobs. So while a lot of older jobs which were very repetitive in nature will go away, but the future of the country, the youngsters, the people in the college and schools are going to be the ones who will be doing new set of jobs, and we will decode it in the next 12 minutes through this talk. So the topic of the theme of the discussion, the TED Talk today is neurons and narratives. What that means is stories. Ladies and gentlemen, the stories have always formed the history, and they've always formed the revolutions. On this slide, you can see Gandhiji's Dandi March, which eventually led India's independence. There is the fall of Berlin Wall, which led to the fall of USSR. These are pivotal moments which changed the course of history in the last 70 to 80 years. If you recall this photo, this is the Apollo landing on the moon on 22nd July 1969. This was a pivotal moment in the history. It gave an entire generation, a lot of countries and a lot of departments within the countries to think about space travel. This happened on 22nd July 1969. And that is the exact month when ISRO, our own Indian Space Research Organization, came into being on 15th August 1969. So one small moment changed the course of history. And within the last 50 years, less than 50 years, India has actually become the second nation to get your satellites to the moon. So a lot can happen with one single moment in the time of history. And that's exactly where we are today. 2025 is that pivotal year when AI will change everything. With a show of hands, tell me who here uses ChatGPT to do their homeworks or relationship advice or money advice or side hustles? Some more? Okay. Do you also use it for doing your homework, which obviously you say that you've done it on your own? Right? Yes?
Yes.
When was the last time you used Google to do your homework? Since the last 2 years, since ChatGPT has become the mainstream, go-to platform, when was the last time you used Google to search anything? Nothing, right? What has happened? Like Google is something that has been there for 25 years, right? We've all been using. Some of you are not even 25 years old, so that's on me. Oldies here, but. If you're 20, 21, 22, you've actually been born in the Google era, right? And then your younger cousins who are like Gen Alphas who are using mobile devices, they are born into ChatGPT and Perplexity and Claude and various other Gemini tools as such. What does that tell you? That tells us that Google search is now moving to answers. What that means is we are looking for answers. Nobody wants to go to Google anymore and look at the 2 or 3 advertisement wala links and then next 10 websites to go and open up and make sense of it. You just want an answer. The best college to go for an MBA, you just want an answer. Maybe it's SIS, right? Or it could be Harvard, or it could be anything. You just want an answer because that AI engine will kind of curate the answer from you from various sources, and we have all moved from search to answers. What that tells is that we are actually not looking to just solve a problem, we are looking for a story here. What is that story? The story always has characters, it has names, it has places, it has events, it has emotions. And when you're looking for the best college to do an MBA, that you're looking for an answer which has a character, which has a place, let's say Harvard, it has a location, it has your aspirations, and which is essentially your emotion. And if you go to Google right now, you will only get advertisements from not just Harvard but Yale and various other colleges in and around from the world, as well as your own location. So you're not looking to search, you're actually looking to find emotions. And that is the thesis I'm going to be discussing with you, and how that is going to create more jobs for all of us. See, the world is a signal map. What that means is that every post that you do on Instagram, every post you do on LinkedIn or TikTok or whatever platforms that you use, any search that you do in the Google search bar, or hundreds of prompts. How many of you, like, just give me a number, how many prompt chats would you have from the last couple of years? Above 50? Above 100? Show of hands. 150? 200? Higher? Much higher?
Yes.
500,000? There's a meme also, right? Any meme that we share, anything that we put it on the internet, is a signal that you're sending, and that is part of your personality. What that means is you're either looking to buy some product on Amazon or various other platforms, Flipkart, Zepto, or you're looking for answers inside ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, or you're looking to create some really funny meme on generative AI platforms, or even Google. Now imagine one person doing hundreds and 200s of chats on every single platform. That if you put all of that together as one picture, can tell exactly about your dreams, your desires, your search history, your likelihood of doing the next action. And if you are able to do a visualization of each individual, now multiply that by 7 billion, you can really just map the world in a way where you can start predicting the next behavior of markets and countries, and the next big trend for your startup idea, as well as to make money in the markets. So whenever we think something, or actually thinking is still yet to be solved, but whenever we speak something, that is automatically already picked up by all the applications, right? Google, Meta. आप 5 मिनट अगर कुछ बात करो तो अगले next time when you start scrolling, the ads start coming. What does that tell you? They are recording everything and processing it in real time, that you are able to target each customer in a hyper personalized world. So everything that, except for thinking as of now, everything that we do online or on any device or any movement is tracked by hundreds of companies. And what ChatGPT or various other AI platforms are doing is also helping you to now think. So the questions that you could not ask earlier around, let's say, astrology or life advice or love life or choices, these are also being solved by AI. And now, so what you do get is a complete picture of every individual. That's why they say कि आप कुछ भी अगर इंटरनेट पे डाल रहे हो तो सोच समझ के डालो, because that's gonna always stay there. So if you're cursing someone, if you're being authoritative, or if you're being a bully, that will all get recorded somewhere or the other, and it will come back to bite you. So be kind whenever you go to social media. Be kind to each other. Don't be trolls. You guys are the future. So be kind to each other, because everything that you're doing online is getting recorded, and it will all come back because AI is getting trained on that. Eventually, when we reach a hyper-personalized world where you will all have your own personalized AI, the behavior that you show today, good behavior, bad behavior, ugly behavior, motivational behavior, everything will get 100x and given back to you in about 5 to 7 years. Some of it already happens. आप 3 या 4 टाइप के एक सेम टाइप की रील्स चेक करना शुरू करो, then the next 20 reels are just the same around your desires, your needs, your wants, or any advertisement that you like, the next 20 reels will be around that. Now imagine every thought that you said in the world, it's going to come back to you in a way which is 100x magnified. And that's the world we are moving towards. So what happens then for marketers or brands is, अभी क्या होता है कि कोई भी फेस्टिवल आता है, कोई भी ट्रेंड स्टार्ट होते हैं, तो दैट seasonality आती है. Brands are very reactive. You get to see the same kind of ads from all the brands during Navratra, during Diwali, right? But we will eventually reach a place where your experience can actually be hyper personalized, and if you like Diwali and Dussehra, but the tastes are very different, you will be served different kind of content, you will be served different kind of stories, and that, ladies and gentlemen, will create a lot of opportunities. How does that do that? Well, if you currently only spend your time on, let's say, Amazon or any sources of PR articles or social media, आपको वहीं की ads आती हैं. But the way the world will move in 2026-27 with AI layer is that you will have a one personality here. Imagine yourself as one of the personality, and then everything around you, which is the LLM prompts, which is the owned digital assets, your own PR articles. This is from the perspective of brands. Everything will be served to you in one 360-degree worldview. And any brands who switches now and gets onto the generative engine optimization or AI engine optimization phase will be able to capture larger markets going forward. So at PingAura, what are we trying to do? The name of my company is PingAura.ai. We are trying to use technology to create a change in terms of the brand narrative. We are helping brands to be found inside LLMs, and we are also helping the AI to create new creative jobs rather than it taking away. So what's going to happen now is that if you remember search engine optimization, there will be new concepts like GEO or AEO. These will create one new job in the marketing department in each company that you know, which is at least large enterprises or MSMEs and SMEs. So what I would recommend to anyone who's listening to us now is start investing in generative engine optimization, because this is like something that you already do. You know prompt engineering, you know how to get your homework done from ChatGPT, you know how to create scripts, you know how to create memes, and these are skills which will actually be, you will be paid for it. So you can, if you start learning more about generative engine optimization, to create more memes, understanding storytelling, understand how to use analytics, understand how to look for signals which the world is speaking and create it into a content, then all of you will have really like high paying jobs. And that's how PingAura will create 50,000 new more jobs in the next 3 years. Thank you so much. Happy to take any questions. I know this is a new concept, so the floor is yours. Please feel free to ask any questions. Any funny, unrelated question is also fine. Yes.
What about the privacy policies? Like the government can change the privacy policy in any way.
Yeah.
That the data that you are using
Yes.
for training the models, then that data can't be used. Like the government can say that all this data should be privatized, like not used for giving the related ads or something like that.
So, not taking any names of any political parties, because this question applies to any government, and overnight any policy changes can happen and रातों रात revolutions भी होती हैं और shutdown भी होता है. But the point is that if you are able to build an AI or a training model right from the get-go, that data remains with you, unless of course it's seized, right? But what happens during that time is you have already built models where you know your customers. Now Facebook may or may not exist in some of the countries, but it already knows much more about its citizens than the government will ever do that. Or even the brand marketers who are selling on the platform of Facebook knows much more about them. In some cases, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp knows more about us than we do about ourselves. So that intelligence is always going to be there. And with the reinforced learning, AI continues to ingest more and more data and keeps on learning and keeps building over that. तो जो चीज़ आपके पास जो डेटा था वो ऑलरेडी आपने ingest करके उस पर learn कर लिया and then you start building more models over it. So that's going to always be there. Any other question? Everyone uses AI, right? So many tools. Which is your most favorite AI tool? Perplexity. Google AI overviews. Studio, okay. Anything else? ChatGPT. Anything else? Cursor, wow, we have a coder here. Sora for creating videos. Any other videos? आप लोग videos बनाते होगे, reels बनाते होगे? View, yeah. What else? Grok, okay, great. Now you're just taking names, right? Not actually using them. But that being said, my only one advice, if you remember anything from this talk, is don't take the pressure of building a startup. Don't take the pressure कि मुझे कुछ करना है यार, AI में मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा है कि everyone is doing AI and I am an art student, I am a commerce student, what am I supposed to do? That's unrelated. मैंने ना कभी मैथ्स में पास हुआ, ना मैंने कभी साइंस पढ़ी, ना मुझे फिजिक्स आती है. See, there are two kinds of problems. One is the infrastructure problem and the large language model problem. तो वो बड़ी-बड़ी companies कर रही हैं already. ChatGPT, Perplexity, Google. Let them keep doing all of that. What it opens up now for us is that instead of doing startups, all of you guys should start taking up 3, 4, 5 projects. छोटे-छोटे, all of them. It could be anything related to your art only, your creative fields, music, culture, poetry, anything. And there are so many vibe coding platforms where you can go and start your website. All of this costs less than sometimes $10, $20, and you can literally start almost like a company for free. So don't worry, don't get bogged down of कि क्या होने वाला है AI में. People who are creating and continue to create for the next 3 to 5 years will make shitloads of money, pardon my language. But people who are scared of it, who are not going and trying to build use cases, will be the ones who will get rationalized, will get left behind. So my recommendation is, don't build startups as of now. Take up 3, 4, 5 projects every week. Start a new project. देखो कहाँ तक लेके जा सकते हो. See if people are willing to pay $5, $10 or 500 रुपए, 100 रुपए for your use case. Are people sharing your use case? नहीं होता, move to the next project. By the end of your degree, you should have created at least 20 to 30 new small projects. Don't spend money. There are enough tools out there. The more you do now, by the time you reach your 10th or 12th idea, you will have a breakthrough which might even become your own startup, where then you don't need to look for placements, then you don't need to look for getting rationalized by AI. So take up a lot of small projects, spend only $5, $10. डॉलर्स में इसलिए बात कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि सबकी सब्सक्रिप्शन वैसी होती है, इक्वल टू 1 स्टारबक्स की कॉफी, 2 थर्ड वेव की कॉफी. उतने में अगर आप स्टार्टअप कर सकते हो या प्रोजेक्ट बना सकते हो, that will change your life. And trust me guys, this 2025 to 2035 is like the golden era. It is like the moon landing when everything will change. I feel that everyone in this room, we should have all of you turning into entrepreneurs, self-sustainable people who build something that they love doing. Create projects which will eventually become companies. On that note, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much.